All right, our first one says which is greater than 10. So you have to figure out what those all equal and then circle the ones that are bigger than 10. Here I'm counting by a certain number. It's not by ones. I have to figure that out by looking at my first two numbers and then fill in the missing numbers. I'm going to add for this one and subtract for this one. If you want to write it up and down, so 55 and then 44 underneath it, that might help you. Circle, and then you read that number and circle it. Now we come to our fact families. We don't have any hints anymore, so you have to take these numbers, write me 2 addition sentences. Remember, one of them is a turnaround fact, and then write me 2 subtraction sentences. Remember, when we do our subtraction, we always start with our biggest number. Make sure they don't match, though. All of these are addition. Here is my word problem. If 3 of the balloons pop, how many will be left? I'd like you to try to write me an equation here. Write me a subtraction equation. So start with your number that you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then take away 3, and then you can write me the answer. Sam has, and we can see that those are nickels. So you have to count and see how many nickels he has and what the value of those nickels are. Tell me how many cents. Okay, here we're going to do 2 steps. The first one, I need to tell how many tens and how many ones. And then over here, I need to tell me how many tens and how many ones. Show the same time on the other clock. So this one, I gotta look at my hour hand first, look and see what room it's in. Be very careful because it's very close. And then for my minute hand, I count by 5s around the clock to see what I land on. Before the colon is hour, after the colon is minutes. Then we come to our fraction, which has 1/3 colored. Remember, when I do a fraction, my top number is the colored, my bottom number is the total parts. So I'm looking for a rectangle that has 3 total parts and 1 of them is colored.